This is the brand new Rippa RS06-2. It is not the Rippa RS06. This is the brand new redesigned machine. And today, you and I are gonna go over this machine and I'm gonna show you all the details of what it looks like up close and personal and some basic operation of how it works. Coming up, I'm gonna do a bunch of tests with a variety of attachments. We're gonna see how well this machine really works. This is possibly the best Chinese mini skid steer that's ever been built. Is it? Well, I don't know. So let's you and I jump into this thing and see what it's really like up close and personal. From its Kubota diesel D1105 engine, to the unique pump design they have on this, to the digital gauge display, 2-speed drive. This is a game changer. This machine is upgraded in so many ways over so many of the other machines on the market. It could possibly be the best one out there. Let's start off here with the track design. All the rollers are enclosed. It has this sprocket with the drive motor built right in. It has these double rollers, as you can see down in there. And they go on the outside of the track teeth. And that's a great design. It has a small roller in the back, a big one in the front, and it has 4 individual rollers in the middle. Just look how beefy this track design is built with these reinforcements on the outside. So this comes with the vertical lift arms. You can see here this bar, that gives you the vertical lifting ability of this and explains this kind of triangle pattern in the back with everything tucked down inside there. It comes with small counterweights on the back side. And you can see there are grease points, grease zerts on everywhere you need them with little caps on them. Right here on the side, you can easily see your hydraulic fluid level. And all the hydraulic lines, besides right here, are hidden inside the arms. You can see where the lines come out of the arms, and they come here to your attachment points for your auxiliary attachments. Now here on the front, it does have the exposed lines on this front cylinder, which is a good distance away from the bucket, but you do want to be mindful of these. These auxiliary connections are for a momentary auxiliary attachment. For example, a grapple or a 4-in-1 bucket. These over here, these are for your, these ones over here are for your attachments that have constant flow. A brush cutter, a mulcher, an auger, any of those ones that just need to keep running. And I'll show you how those attach. And I'll show you how you control these in just a minute. So over on this side, it's pretty much the same as the other side, except you do have the safety bar attached under the arms, and you can take that bar off and you put it on the cylinder so that the arms don't come down. To adjust the track tension, you unbolt that cover and you can adjust your track tension right there. One of the very unique features about this machine, it's the first Chinese mini skid I've seen with this. This has the Bobcat attachment plate on it. So if you have any Bobcat style mini attachments, they'll work on this machine. You see here, you pull up on this lever and it pulls the pin. I do like how this works. But I don't have any attachments that fit that. So I'm waiting on an adapter plate to come so I can start to use some attachments with it. You see this unique hood design? It's a plastic hood with an LED light built right into it. So it's pretty cool. I do like the black hinges that they put on here. And everything's all blue and black, besides your grease fittings, which are silver. So back to the operator station, you have a really big step plate here. And this does move. And you can pull these pins out and pull this up, and then you put the pin back in, and it locks the step plate up in that position if you need to park it somewhere and need some more space. Pull this pin back out, and there's your step plate. Something interesting about this is all plastic. This is not cheap metal. This is vented plastic here. And you have this really nice cushy padding. I do really like the padding on this. This is a nice touch. Now on your operator station, again, this is molded plastic, which I don't know the longevity of it, but I do know in the short term, it gives it a really finished look, more like a dashboard. When you turn this on, there's quite a glare, but you can see it is a fancy color screen with all your gauges. Has your temperature, your fuel, your battery, and your RPM. And it's really nice to know your RPM. You see I have it in turtle mode, 2-speed, put it in rabbit mode, and now you have rabbit mode. You can lock the controls and then none of your controls work. And then you've got your headlight switch here. This is your throttle. Throttle works very well. I do like the throttle, and I really like that it's on the right hand side. So when you're using your pilot control stick on your left, you can just take your right hand and adjust the throttle. You've got a battery cutoff right here, and right beside the battery cutoff you do have a 12-volt outlet if you needed to charge a phone, something like that. But I have a stump grinder that has, or a snowblower even, that you need a 12-volt accessory to be able to run that attachment. And it comes with a cup holder. So you're driving with your left, you reach over with your right, have a drink while you're driving. So these levers here for your auxiliary, this is your constant flow, locked in, constant flow, locked in. This is your momentary. It just flip back real quick. You just need to open the grapple, close the grapple. You can do that really easily. You want to run a brush cutter or something, it locks in and you run that brush cutter. You do want to make sure you wear your hearing protection while using this. And here you see all the different movements you can make with the stick to control it. And here you have your bucket, arms up, arms down, bucket up, bucket down, and then float mode, which I was told it's an automatic float mode. So back here you have a keyhole. We'll take out our Ripa key and put it in there. You have a little glove box for some papers in there. You can get back to your valves and your controls, your overflow bottle, your radiators right there. And everything you need is just right here. So that is nice. Jets. Hard to film and have good audio when you have military jets flying overhead. There is an Air Force base nearby, so I'm sure they're from the base. Unless we're under attack. Maybe it's like Red Dawn. I don't know. So that is a very easy to access feature you have here. And just lock it back up. Put the cover on. And you're good to get back to work. So on your control sticks, not sure what this button is, but this button here, horn. This button, horn. I don't know what these ones do. They look neat. Maybe they're to shoot missiles. I'm not sure. I didn't get the missile launching attachment for this. You can see these lines all tucked away in the back here, held in this block, and then they have this Velcro protective wrap around them here on the sides. Let's get to where the real action is. So the hood, you just reach over, open it, and now you have access to your hood. It comes with these nice struts on it so that it holds the hood up if you need to get into your engine. You can see in the front here, here's your hydraulic tank. Your filter is accessible in this. Over here, this is your diesel fuel tank. Super easy to get to and very accessible. I do like that, with a fuel level gauge in it. So now back inside here, you can see your battery. And then from your battery, you can see you've got your air cleaner. You can see your fan back there for your radiator. And this is your Kubota D1105. So that is a 1.1 liter, 3-cylinder, 25 horse Kubota engine. Now your exhaust has header wrap or muffler blankets all across it. And then over on this side, your exhaust comes out right here. And it's wrapped all the way through. It even has a blanket on the pipe going down. You've got access to your separator, you've got filters, you've got a fuel filter right there. It's all super easy to get to. And then this is your pump. This is different than the RS06-1, and this is a single pump for everything. So this is a really unique design. But it looks like everything is pretty accessible. If you took this exhaust off, you'd be able to get right in here to your engine. I don't know the details on this pump, but we're going to find out how well it works as we go. See these nice labels? This is a hydraulic oil tank and has other languages for you. And this is your fuel tank, nicely labeled as well. To shut the hood, shut the hood. That is easy. So when you're going to tie your machine down on a trailer, it has this nice tie down point right here in the back. Over here in the front, I don't find a good attachment point. I have an axle strap I wrapped around this and I pulled down from there because it doesn't come with one. It does have this little rubber plug, but it's just covering an open tube. So that is not an attachment point there. You do want to be mindful of brick walls falling on you, and you want to stay away from hollow walls. That would be bad. Back here on the back, you've got your information plate. This says it's 1,475 kilograms, which is 3,251 pounds. So it's a 3,200 pound machine. Now this sticker is really cool. So on this sticker, it tells you some information about when to do some servicing. And that's pretty cool. And it even gives you a ripaservice.com website to go to so you can see where to do these things. Let's start at the front. Your bucket is 44 inches wide. It's pretty tall. The opening is 16 inches. Now to the back of the bucket, you're looking about 20 inches deep. So it's a pretty good sized bucket that comes with it from the factory. Now these tracks, from the front of the track all the way to the very rear, 55 inches. And actually ground contact patch, you're looking at, I'm guessing right about 51 inches of ground contact, which is pretty solid, honestly. They're fairly tall too, come 20 inches tall, which is up to my knee. So the overall height of the machine, you're looking at 58 inches tall. This step plate is massive. It's 15 inches deep. At the narrowest, it's 20 inches. But this wide part is just a little over 24 inches. It's 24.5 inches wide. So there's definitely a ton of space for you to stand wherever you feel like standing on it. The body of the machine is 21.5 inches. And then the width of this whole thing, we're at 38.5 inches wide, plus you've got 3/4 inch plate steel for the counterweights. Now the overall width of the machine from track to track, you're looking at 42.5 inches wide. So this isn't gonna slide through your little backyard gates, but I don't need to slide through gates. I want a stable machine that's gonna work well for me and I don't have to worry about tipping over. And I'm 6 feet tall and I can stand underneath this bucket. So it's a little over 6 feet. Let's pull it off the ground. Now the ground's not perfectly level, but it gives you a basic idea. You're at 6 feet 3 inches. Might not be totally level, 6 feet 4. So yeah, so it's just a little bit over 6 feet tall. And that's nice. The body of the machine's not super wide. It's only 21.5 inches, same as in the operator station. And this comes with some pretty wide tracks. These are 9-inch wide tracks, and that's nice. I do like the wide tracks with a little bit wider body and still having the power of a diesel to be able to do some real work. When you're working on your machine, you're gonna need a tool, a socket, to be able to access your track tensioner. You're also gonna need a socket to be able to pull these bolts out so you can put this safety bar on your cylinder. On this Bobcat attachment plate, I do like how it's got these angled pins that come in here and kind of lock into place. And as you shove them down, it pushes on the bucket with that angle. And I think that's a really nice touch. So underneath here, you can see all the lines hidden inside those arms. And you see the reinforcements here on the arms too. Let me show you how these vertical lift arms actually work, the real motion of them. Let's fire it back up. I have noticed that the arms go down pretty slowly, very smooth and controlled. Now when the arms go up, they go up much faster. But going down, they go down a lot slower. So I think that could be a good thing. I mean, if you're really in a hurry, you just need to slam them down. That's not going to work out well for you. But I think it works pretty darn well. I had stuff in the bucket. Totally forgot. So let's take this on a drive and let me show you how it operates and how smooth it is. Because it's a pretty darn smooth machine. And then this rabbit mode is nice to have that speed. Okay, button's unlocked, it's running. We're gonna go turtle mode first. Wide open throttle. And then back. And then let's try rabbit mode and see how that works. Here's rabbit. And back. So when you have it in rabbit, it doesn't like to turn. Flip it to turtle, and then it turns like it doesn't care about what surface you're on. A rabbit is just for going fast. It's not for heavy working. It's not for heavy lifting. It's just you want to go somewhere faster. It feels like it's about twice the speed, honestly. So you can see the switch here. Something I've learned when you're driving along in fast mode and you go to hit turtle, if you accidentally hit this lock, it just stops you. So it's a little uncomfortable when you're going wide open throttle and you accidentally hit the lock. I don't recommend it. We're in fast mode now. Want to turn, turtle, turn, fast. You get kind of used to it after a little while. bit when you're in fast mode, but if you do, it slows you down. As we're driving along, we're in the rabbit mode, and the arms work just fine. Turtle mode, arms work just fine. I'm not sure if you noticed that or not, but this didn't bog even a little bit. It just pushed in that dirt like it didn't care. Okay, I'm gonna need to go out and do some real digging with this thing at some point. I don't have anywhere to do that in my yard right now. So in the future, I'm gonna take this out somewhere and we're gonna really put it through its paces and see what this thing can do, because so far, I'm impressed. I like it. I don't know if it's my favorite yet, only time will tell. But this is a strong contender. Oh, and these controls don't work at all unless you have the key in the on position. And then they work. Sounds like I need to do my initial first greasing on this because I haven't greased it yet. So yeah, thanks so much for coming out. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully you found some value out of this. I've got a lot more tests to do with this machine as we move forward. And yeah, let's see how well it holds up. And let's see what it can really do. So, some things I really would like to do is once I get that attachment plate and I can start to use some of my attachments. I have about 30 attachments here, but I have 3 different mulchers. I have a flail mower, I have a brush cutter, I have 2 drum mulchers and 1 disc mulcher. And I really want to test these things out and see how it does. You know, maybe in an area where there's a lot of roots and rocks and stuff, how's this thing going to run the trencher? How's it going to run an auger digging into roots? You know, I'm guessing that it's probably just going to muscle through everything I put at it. And how much can it lift? That's one of the big questions I have. How much weight can I lift with this? Now, I don't listen to the specs. I want to put these machines to a real test and see what they can really do in real world situations. So I'm gonna get this machine out with that attachment plate with some forks on it, and I'm gonna start loading concrete blocks onto a pallet, and we're gonna see what it can do. But anyway, thanks for sticking around. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more on this machine or any of the other machines I have in my arsenal. And stick around for some of the tests that are coming up. So have yourself a great day. Thanks for Ripa for sending me this machine to test out for you guys. And we'll see you in the next one. First off, overall appearances, this is a great looking machine. So overall appearances, this is a great looking machine. You see these drive motors. Sun's ruining it. Sunny days and filming don't go together. Either you have lots of shadows or backlit. Either way, stupid. Oh yeah, look. You want to see the reflection of my little camera? Let's take a look at this. Look at the shadows. Oh look, it's backlit. You can't see anything because the sun's right there. See if we can find some shade.